Tohovania 2, just know that this is the one, this one. Okay, so that's it. So you can count down if you want.
Good luck.
Thanks.
So this is Koumajou Densetsu 2, which is, as he said, also known as Tohovania 2, because it's a mix of Toho and Castlevania. Toho is a series of shoot 'em ups, and because it has a cast of cute girls, let's say, it has spawned a series of lots of fun games and side products, sometimes really well made and sometimes, well, not in very good taste. But this one is actually a really well made fun game. I mean, you can see the production value is actually pretty good. It was actually made by a studio, and it even has like voice acting by professional voice actors and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a really well made game.
It's definitely one of the best fun game out there. And here's Alice. This is the first boss.
And yeah, as it is inspired by bullet hell games, you will notice that a lot of boss fights, well, the gimmick is there will be a lot of bullets and things to dodge in the screen during the fights, and it can be really hard to do proper quick kills and all.
Yeah.
Also, just one thing, it's playing on hard, so enemies have more health and deal more damage.
Yeah. And same for bosses. They have more HP and they shoot more bullets at you. So it's really not easy.
Yeah. As you've probably seen, this game gives you lots of movement options. He has a backdash which he uses to go fast. You can cancel the backdash into a knife toss, which lets you move further too. You can also see him take a bunch of damage boosts to go faster from enemies. You can also levitate for a bit.
Not that one.
You can levitate for a bit, which uses mana, but lets you skip some parts, just flying over enemies.
Yeah, you can see the blue bar at the top is his mana bar, and it allows him to do dive kicks, knife throws, levitation for a short amount of time, and also a special attack that does a lot more damage. And mana refills all the time, so the only limitation is basically to not do too many things in a row. And this death was actually intentional to refill health. You will do it a few times during the run, because dying in this game is actually really fast. And I mean, it doesn't waste a lot of time. And as enemies deal a lot of damage, you often have to take damage anyway. And so you will want to refill your health whenever it's possible. Also, yeah, as Ram pointed out, moving forward is not the fastest movement in this game, so backdash is. And in addition to knife throws, he can also cancel his backdash into a dive kick. So what he will do is, he has basically three options to choose from. He can do a series of backdash, he can do a backdash cancelled into a knife throw, or he can do a backdash cancelled into a dive kick. And depending on the trajectories he wants, he will do one or the other.
So for bosses, there's two main techniques that allow him to do a lot of damage. There's this big slash move he does, which uses mana. He also uses, here he summons Mailing, which he got on the first stage. She does damage every frame to the boss, so if aimed well, she allows to do damage very quickly.
Ouch, that was pretty unlucky dive, so he has to do it again. It's not a big time loss, but yeah, it's unfortunate. And yeah, when you kill some of the bosses, you actually get powers, and you can use the powers thanks to the frame count you see at the top left. Right now he has 50, I believe, and right now he has Mailing activated thanks to that. So yeah, as she does damage over time, you want to really control her trajectory really well, so you maximize the time she's on the enemy boss. And yeah, because it's hard and bosses do lots of damage, if you don't get the fights down really well instantly, it can really go downhill really fast. and it doesn't have melee right now, so it has way less damage input, which makes it harder still.
So the speed strats for the bosses involve taking a lot of damage intentionally, because of course dodging all the bullets is very slow. So if he just messes up one thing, of course he's gonna die very fast.
So yeah, unfortunate series of deaths, but this game can be really unforgiving because the damage output is really high, particularly in this difficulty.
So something I need to probably point out is I had to change my key bindings before this run. So I'm sorry for the huge slop, but it happens. This is not my computer, so.
And just now you use time stop, sorry, which, as the name implies, stops time and stops enemies. You will only use it 2 times in the run, I believe.
Oh yeah, 2 times.
So it's not a main power, but casually it would be actually really useful. But it consumes a lot of power, so your power management, like every time you kill an enemy, you get some red stuff that is added to your count at the top left. And so you really want to be aware of your routing for that and not overuse it, because you really need some powers at some key points of the game to go fast. And yeah, as you can see, there is a lot and lots of enemies, so it's all about backdashing above them, killing some that can't be skipped.
And there are so many enemies in this section that I don't use any backdashes here, otherwise I would just get hit every time, so I'm just playing it safe somehow.
Same here. I
Yeah.
have to do some really tight dodges and all, and kills. Oh,
Yeah, sometimes you can.
wrong direction.
Yeah, you can backdash in the wrong direction. You need to be chaining your backdashes very quickly, so it's very easy to mess up.
So it refills the health just now in anticipation of the next boss fight.
Yeah, next boss is Yomu, which is kind of hard, and I need my full HP basically.
So has a damage boost coming up?
It's not immediately, but yeah. So yeah, here I damage boost off of that bat and skip the whole boat section with Komachi. Okay, and here's Yomu. Oh, I got hit by her sword. That's
that does a lot too. That's unfortunate.
that. Yeah, that was really not lucky.
Yeah, because some of the projectiles don't do a lot of damage, but some of it can do like most of your bar really fast. And she's dead.
Yeah.
Most of the characters come from the first games of the modern era of Touhou games.
Yeah.
So you have EOSD embodiment of Scarlet Devil and PCB in particular.
Right.
So he didn't get any new power from the previous 2 stages, but he will get one in this stage. He will actually get 2 in this stage.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see a lot of enemies also have this bullet hell type stuff, so the screen gets pretty cluttered really fast.
I need to land on that. Okay.
Yeah, backdashing constantly is pretty intensive in terms of inputs and all. If it was a forward, it wouldn't be too bad, but yeah, a backdash is just annoying to chain. And yeah, Marisa, it deals a lot of damage, so you want to be full HP for her, particularly in hard. And if you get hit by some of her attacks, it's pretty much instant death. Very nice fight.
Yeah.
So now you get Aris and Patchouli
Patchouli,
as the
yes.
new powers.
Yeah.
Aris is a puppet master, and he will only use her once, I think.
Yeah, against the in the final stage.
Yeah, she basically has bombs. Well, it's sort of bombs. Oh, best skip in the game.
And boom, big toss.
The big toss. It's the best trick in the game. It looks cool. And yeah, you have Aris with she's the puppet master, so her pets are used as bombs. And you have Patchouli, who's a wizard basically. And her power will be some sort of
Shield.
shield around you that does a lot of damage and will be convenient in boss fights in particular. So yeah, another room with lots of huge annoying enemies.
I tried to sneak in between them, but yeah, I didn't have enough HP basically.
Yeah, you couldn't do a damage boost on that one, so you had to dodge. Oh, that was actually a sick dodge. So yeah, when you play this game, it's basically a mix of you have to determine when it should be better to just take the damage and kill yourself later on, and when you can actually afford to dodge without losing too much time. So yeah, it's a little bit of both.
Okay, here coming up is a trick. I'm not gonna get it, so I wanted to try to skip the elevator and get to the top faster, but I couldn't get it. Dying there is not a problem because I was gonna die anyway against the next boss.
Nice.
Okay.
Really nice.
Coming up is Jealous Belmont.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Remu, and Ram, she's Julius Belmont.
Yeah.
That's right. Her design, yeah, the design of many characters is inspired by.
That's a double KO.
Oh, double KO is doesn't work in your favor in this game.
This game just takes all the Castlevania tropes and puts two characters in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has a whip and all. And yeah, you could see he used the spell of Patchouli when he has a book around him and various energy colored thingies. Yeah.
And I come very close to Remu to deal damage to her.
Okay, stage 6.
Stage 6. Good music.
And there is some instant death stuff in this stage. Well, not now, but after.
Yeah, the third room is by far the worst and the one I hate the most. So, okay, this one. I just cannot.
And so all the spikes you see can kill him instantly there at the top, on the tip of the platforms. And their hitbox is a bit surprising to say the least sometimes.
Okay.
So he's using levitation right now, and yeah, he drains his mana, so he can't do it.
Mana manipulation in this screen is pretty intense because you need the buffs to move around and to do damage quickly. So yeah, if you miss anything up, it's gonna cost some time.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully I get this correctly. I didn't, unfortunately.
Second try.
I didn't. Okay. Okay, got it. Yeah, you can skip that golem basically. And here I use time stop to Yeah, no, we're not getting it.
Hitboxes?
Hitboxes are very weird in this game. Okay, that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, just make sure.
Much better. Dive kick again. Same system as MMX2 Shoryuken, damage per frame, so angle and position is important. And then,
Good fight.
yeah, very nice fight, very fast.
Obviously, it can be done faster, but
It can always be done faster because when you have damage per frame, I mean, you can, if you have the perfect position,
Yeah.
it can go really fast.
for sure. I picked the wrong weapon, so,
You pick the wrong.
so I need to restart.
So
Slowly.
He's gonna use the weapons he got in the last two stages. First is Flandre, which you'll see is pretty good. No.
Whoa. Fran uses a lot of power, but she does, well, she pretty much cleans the entire screen. So yeah,
Yeah,
this is it.
it's just pretty useful.
This was it just now. The big red lasers in every direction. Flandre, you might be accustomed to her because she's associated to the most famous Toho music out there. UN Owen was there. And she's in a lot of shit memes and all on YouTube, so yeah. Again. Oh!
I swear I pressed attack. As you can see, I don't want to fight anything in this game. Except that guy, I guess.
Again, cleaning the room. But yeah, as it uses a lot of power, you have to still watch out
Yeah, for your
power.
hard count. But in this level, it's not huge of a
Whoa.
problem. Yeah, hitboxes. Oh,
I
that's
like the stylish deaths. It's pretty cool. But yeah, a good thing about this game again is the death animation is really short and you respawn pretty close to it. So, I mean, you basically power through the game.
okay. What I'm doing is risky. I don't have much HP, and this can be.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Generally, the bigger they are, the more damage they do, but it's not always true. Some projectiles are surprisingly deadly. And also in general, it's better to get touched by the enemy directly and not his projectile, because the
Yeah.
projectile will do way more damage.
Okay, here's Yuko.
Yuko from Perfect Cherry Blossoms, which you can tell by the background.
Here you can see Reimu's weapon in action. It's pretty much the cross from Castlevania,
Good
Yeah.
fight.
and it's just as good as in a real Castlevania game.
Yeah, it's a yin-yang ball, and basically he shot the ball past Yuko, so it would hit her twice on the way forward and on the way back,
Yeah.
because it's like a boomerang basically.
Okay, here's the final stage where we will fight 3 bosses.
Yeah, this is sort of a boss rush, except first boss you have Remiga from USD. She's the final boss, and she's also the final boss here. Then you have Yukari, and third phase you have Remiga again. It's too late, it's too late. And yeah, as always, they can do a lot of damage. This one is like, yeah, this one is.
Yeah, I missed the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, and
Okay, here's that how it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, way better start. And the problem is, if you mess up the start, she goes into some attacks you don't want to see.
I guess.
Like this one.
Yeah, I like this one. You're not
Oh
supposed to
my
get hit
God.
by that.
Yeah, that one is really bad because, well, she does a lot of damage and she refills her health. So yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Finally.
Okay, way
That's good.
better.
Okay.
Phase
Carry.
2.
Okay, good. She's not too hard.
And phase 3 gets a little crazy. And lasers do a lot of damage. Basically, yeah, you don't want to get it. Using the damage shield thing.
I could take this very carefully.
Once again, if you do the powerful attacks, you don't have any mana left to levitate and dodge everything. So you have to make choices.
And so what he does is, she actually doesn't do damage if he touches her, but she activates his invulnerability frames, basically. So sometimes you want to get touched by her, so you don't get hit by the rest. Like that.
And time is coming up. When the screen fades black.
If he didn't crash, yeah.
Time. Okay, so overestimate, but again, there were a lot of problems with tech when I was setting up the game, and I had to change a few things. I'm not used to play with these key bindings, so it was a little bit hard to get used to, but I hope you enjoyed the run. And if you want to speedrun it, you can send me a message and eventually I can help, or there are a few other runners. And yeah, so that's it.
Thank you. Good
Thank-
run.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Shadax, for playing the game. And